On my walk this morning, for y'all who be following my channel, I be doing these morning walks that the Lord put in my spirit to start doing with the walking club that I fellowship that I had joined it back in March. So it's a walking club and you walk daily and you keep track of your stat. You know, God wants his people up there moving. Things are changing, been changing for a long time, but it's not gonna stop just because we stop. But I came out here, I wanted to be an encouragement to you and see where you are at as far as your shopping, you know, for trying to help some of y'all who be trying to shop and stretch your dollars, whether it be food stamps, whether it be vouchers, whether it be greenbacks. That's dollar bills for y'all who don't know who greenbacks are. But I just wanted to come on and be an encouragement to you and let you know that you can make it where you're at and what you have. You just got to strategically plan. You might say, Miss Fern, what do you mean strategically plan? You got to plan, you know, your moves and stuff. You know, a lot of times just get up out of habits or seeing our peers do things, or other people around us do things. You can't move that way. You can't move that way because times are becoming very sore in the land and things are becoming tight. And, you know, me and my, children, sometimes we be chit chatting and back and forth, for some people. No, for more people than not. But I did a video this past week on how to read your store flyers for those who use the online apps for the stores, or those of you who still use store flyers if they come in the mail. If they don't, I would just encourage you to zip by, or if you're in the area, grab yourself a store flyer. The prices in the store are ridiculous. I could go into it, but I'm not gonna go into it. This is a uplifting and encouraging one, and so is my next one. But I just want to help those who need help going to the grocery stores. How do I feed my family with what I have? Well, back when I was couponing, this was about, 30 years ago, I started and I was being taught. The Lord had the woman of God teaching me how to shop for my kids. I don't think at that time when I met her, I was getting food stamps, but I know I was working a part-time job and it's what I had. So when I first started couponing, I'm gonna tell you my story of couponing. When I first started couponing, I was single parent, 3 kids, and, money was tight. I didn't know sometime how I was gonna go to the grocery store and eat. And so one day I was going to this ministry, and the one of the sisters in the ministry was teaching another young lady how to coupon. And it interested me because she had come in with proof, evidence of her going shopping with her. And I was like, oh, okay. You really use coupons? I have seen them over my life and years. My mom, 1 or 2 coupons here or there and stuff she would use. More so, not really a lot. But when you get a coupon in the package, sometimes you'll take it out or you'll cut it off the box and you use it. But it wasn't like a heavy couponing. Now, couponing, there are extreme coupons. There were more then than now. Now that with the digital, everything is digital, so you gotta kinda use with what you can get. But, I just wanna encourage you that there's still coupons out there. You have to look for them. You have to go on your store app, you have to do the digital coupons. You might say, "Miss Fern, I'm not home with my computer right now, but I'm gonna be doing these on a regular basis of showing you how to take and go about feeding your family. If you don't own a piece of land or a plot of land, I would encourage you to start planting, start potting. Yes, you could grow it right in your house, right in your kitchen. So that's a whole nother subject. But I want to talk to you about how are you going to make it for yourself or with your family when the prices are so high. It's beyond normal. I've heard about it over the years, but and being in the store in the past few days, the prices are ridiculous. And I could go into that, but this is not the time right now. I want to encourage you that during the holidays, that's when the stores have majority of their sales. It's tight on both sides. One, you're working with paying your rent. The other, you're trying to put gas in your car. It's like, what in the world is going on? Well, you have to have a plan. And I'm gonna share what I learned over the years, and I'm gonna go into more as I delve into this whole shopping experience in the stores. Um, we'll start first with if you work and you get your paycheck. You're trying to gather the money to take and just simply pay your rent. That is that and putting gas in the car are big. So you got rent, roof over your head. You got gas, you need transportation to get to work, and you need food on the table. We're not going to talk about clothes. If you got basic one outfit, as the older folks used to tell us, I had one pair of shoes. I had one of this. I had one of that. Forget name brand. When I was growing up, ain't nobody was running around there talking about some name brand Nike, Jordan, Gucci, Prada, this, that, this. And they wasn't talking about that. These women were taking care of their kids. What if you can get a pair of shoes at they used to have a lot of discount stores when I was growing up. And that's where you took your kids to get some discount sneakers. This stuff, you see me catch myself. This stuff that people are talking about, you gotta have a name brand, Nike, a Prada, a Gucci, and you sporting them. You do not want me to get into that stuff right now. You do not, because you know what? You ain't got time to wear nobody else's names on your nothing when you gotta pay your rent, pay your bills, put them lights on, be able to cook for those who have all of those different things, gas, electric. Then you got cable, you want to watch TV, you got internet. I could go on and on and on. Miss Burns not playing right now. I'm not. Because when I go into these stores and you see a basic, I went to the store, a basic jar of pickles for $5. Check it out. $5. Did I buy this? No, I caught it on sale. 1.99. And then I flipped it over. I want to see how much content is in the jar. Now check it out. See this? When I flipped over the spear pickles, there was almost only about 5 or 6 pickles. Ain't nothing but liquid in the daggone jar. But these was a little were sandwich pickles. They were cut differently. Every little thing counts when you're trying to put food on your table. How many ounces is this? 24 ounces. When I was growing up, there was no room in the jar. You ain't see no floating pickles. It was packed. Now, if they don't have to put one in there, if they could get you put one in there, they would get you. And some of y'all probably will buy it too. I ain't playing. Almost $5 for some daggone pickles. I know for y'all canners and y'all gardeners and stuff, y'all gotta be like, thank God I'm gardening. Miss Fern, how we gonna make this? You wanna get the sales flyer right here. See the sales flyer? This is called a sales flyer. Every store has a sales flyer. Go pick one up every week. I got this week's flyer, next week's flyer. These are the coupons, digital coupons now. I got some paper coupons. Let me dig in my pocketbook. And I went in the store to buy something, and the items on sale, but they used to double coupons. Let me go in here and dig. Now I'm telling you, I'm trying to teach you how to make the money work for you. Because if you don't make the money work for you, you're gonna be spending, and these people don't care. It's basic. If I was to show you the formula for cost accounting, for setting up prices for these stuff, you would be like, that's not right. That's not right. They talk about it's called the GPA, General Principles of Accounting line system. This is a coupon, y'all. See it? This is a 75-cent coupon. This is money. This is real money. So y'all be going to Burger King, y'all go to McDonald's, hopefully you have the app up. Some stores, Burger King every now and then they'll come out with a flash coupon, or same thing with Popeyes. You gotta get these coupons. You gotta ask around. Hey, is there any coupons out? Burger King has coupons out now. They expire. They're not long life. But you gotta learn to shop and with wisdom, not just running out there, "Oh, I want this, and Imma get that, and Imma get this." See all these coupons? Miss Fern, where you get these? God's my provider. If I need something, God will provide. That's money, and these stores know it's money. That's why they have to take and make sure that, they take and, be careful when it comes through the register and stuff, because I could show you on top of the coupon, money on top of money, but it's their system. You gotta get to know their system. I thank God every day. That's how God blessed me to take and make it with my kids. Like I said, single mom, 3 children, a grandchild child on the way, and God provided for me. God provide I was not on welfare. God had me at that time to get me off of welfare, so I didn't, and there's a story behind welfare. It didn't start in the government. They didn't start welfare. No, they didn't. Welfare is in the Bible. That's a whole nother conversation. So we could go on conversations, but what I'm trying to show you, the basics. See this coupon? See this coupon right here? This is a Burger King coupon. Burger King will put out coupons, but the thing is now with this digital stuff, you got to be able to find the coupons. Where do you find the coupons, Miss Fern? Ask your people when they get their mail, hey, do you get any coupons for any of the stuff in the paper? If you're not using them, can you share 'em with me? Can I have them? Not share. Can I have if you're not going to use them? I'm not going to use these. I used to use them, but I don't be going to the fast food places because me eating that stuff made me sick. It made me sick and to the point where, you know what? I don't mess with it. If I don't have to, it's not an emergency, I gotta go home and cook because my body's that sensitive. A lot of this stuff is processed. And when you eat processed food, you have a problem. But I'm showing you if you're gonna eat out, try to go with a coupon. They out there in the marketplace. It's out there in the marketplace. So you have to begin to, for those who don't know about coupons, the Lord taught me years ago, God has a system inside of a system. You have to get those store flyers, you have to get those store, cards. Don't stop going in the don't start going stop going in the store and just be picking up stuff and you ain't got no store plus card. They came up with this help me Jesus. I'm asking God to help me because you know what? The stuff I've seen over the years, it make you wanna just scream. You setting up against people. So this is a big Y card. So I got my big Y card. I got my ShopRite card. I got my Planet Fitness dollar card. Everybody want to make money. I got my Kroger's card because my daughter live out west. Got my Kroger card, and I could go on and on and on with my cards. My CVS card, yes I do. Because you have to know how to go into the marketplace and make your money work for you. And the woman of God who trained me, she trained me. God had her, she was on point. God taught her how to go in the store and come out, and we learned how to shop because it's in the scriptures. He said, you'll be in the marketplace, you'll shop with no money. How do you do that, Miss Fern? I want you to begin and ask the Lord honestly in the spirit of respect and integrity to who God is. God, teach me how to shop. Teach me. Because when I came across that scripture, I was like, how they do that? If our God didn't show me, I wouldn't have known. You got to go into the store with a plan. You got to shop when it's a holiday and stock up. If you can't get 10, get 5. If you can't get 5, get 1. But you got to make the system work for you in your favor, not in their favor, in your favor. Because they're already working against. There's no reason all them grocery stores got all that food in there and it's just sitting on the shelf. Or they do just in time shipping. Don't let me get started about their stuff. It's their stuff, it is. But you gotta know how to work for your good, for you and your family to take care of yourselves. So I would really encourage you to get those coupons. It's sale time if you can. When you get your food stamps in the morning, in the beginning of the month, stop running into the store the first of the month, giving them people all your money. Because guess what? They have a system set up if you are on food stamps to take every dime you have at the first of the month. First 10 days, take it all. By the time you get to 10, 11, 12, and 13, you don't got nothing left because you done piled your care so high with food that's not benefiting you, making you sick, making your kids sick. You wonder about ADHD and this and that. It's coming from the food, y'all. That's coming from the food. The foods we eating. It's making us sluggish, broke down, sedentary. I became that way. But I'm determined. Miss Fern not gonna stay that way. God got a plan for me down the road, and I'm gonna hit it, and I gotta work it. I was up this morning on my walk because you know what? The packaging is so bright, and then it draw, and you say, "Oh, Reese's, Reese's!" I got these. I don't usually buy this stuff, but I got these because if I'm gonna buy them, I'm gonna make my own. If Imma buy cookies, I'm gonna make my own from scratch because I picked up some barbecue sauce in the store today. What brand was it? Oh man, it's one of the was my favorite, Baby Ray or something like that. And the first ingredient, y'all, was high fructose corn syrup. And for those who are nutritiously educated and for those who aren't, if you get any product that says high fructose corn syrup, put it down. Don't even go to the second word. Put it down. Because high fructose syrup will kill you. It's not natural sugar. It's not natural sugar. It's not raw sugar. It's not sugar, but it's very addictive. In other countries like England and abroad and stuff, they don't even let it in their country. You can't make nothing. When you start studying the food system, a lot of countries do not want anything from the United States because they have contaminated the food so bad. But that's a whole nother subject. So I'm out here to share with you today to become. If you're not become, you can learn it. I had to learn it. Become more aware of the foods that you are eating, the food you are buying, because you have to make your money stretch. There was a time when my mother could feed my dad, my mom, and there was 5 kids off of a pound of spaghetti. You can't do that anymore. You can, but you can't. Not and have a good, satisfying meal. There was a time when the older people, some are going back to it in the younger generation, they would make their spaghetti sauce from scratch. Go back to that. You know why? Because the spaghetti sauce that they putting in these jars is filled with sugar, additives, preservatives. If you're a stay-at-home mom, put your sauce on in the morning, put it down on simmer on low, and you watch it and you let it take and cook. But all of the chemicals, all of the sugars, the salts, that is making you sick. But Miss Fern, Miss Fern get back over here to the prices of the grocery store. You have to get that flyer out your hot dogs. This is sale starts tomorrow. The hot dogs, I went by the hot dogs. I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna tell you, I'm 63 years old, and I never ever thought I would see a pack of hot dogs that is $8. Regular price. Sale price for a pack of hot dogs, 3.99, 4.99. A pack of hot dogs. One person could eat a pack of hot dogs. You have to become strategic. They're gonna have this week, they're gonna have the chicken legs and thighs, 99 cents a pound. And this is in the state I live in, Connecticut. God only knows what it is in New York. Cause when my sister tells me about the prices in New York, that's pure D. I don't want. I'm not gonna start there. Let's go here. Squash, 99 cents a pound. They're gonna have the Sabrat hot dogs, 2.99 a pound. Then they got the digitals. Remember I told you if you can't get a paper coupon, the stores offer 2 days though. Tip. Only 2 days this sale is for. You got the different regular price for cherries, 6.49. But when I look down the price in the store, it says 6.99 a pound. The regular price for a pound of cherries. And then they put down there and stuff. 4 pounds. So you got three is $12 for 4 pounds of cherries. $12. A watermelon price $9. A watermelon. I bought one. I took it back. I did. I took it back because it wasn't even red. The inside was white. White inside the watermelon. It ain't supposed to be white. It's supposed to be red. They picking them so fast. You can't see what's inside. Then the girl want to give me a hard way about what? I brought it back the whole watermelon. When I opened it, I said, "Oh, this going back." Corn, 64 cents. That's a good price. On a regular, buy one. Cause I seen some corn. The prices, and I'm like, "Well, what happened to the corn? What happened to the soil, y'all?" They said, "Well, the gas go up and then that go up." Figure it out. The steaks on sale, 11.99. That's a deal. The 11.99 is a deal. I'm looking at steak in the store, 40, $50, and people buying it. Hey, some people got it like that. I don't. And if I did, I don't want it. I'm not a steak person. Look at a box of cones. 3.99. Get it while it's on sale. When it's off the sale, it's $9. So you gotta get out there. You gotta be strategic. Use your salad dressing if you use it every day. Stock up if you can. Two for $3 and stuff. Right there. You got cheese on sale. I seen some cheese that was 11.99 a pound. I was like, "Whoa, what happened? What happened? Whoa, what happened?" So little things like that. If you could take and save the money, stretch your money and stuff. Get it now, put it in the freezer. Yes, you can freeze produce. I do. I didn't know that before, but I was taught, and I heard a lot of seniors talk about it. You can freeze peppers. You can freeze peppers. You can freeze strawberries. You can freeze anything, mangoes, avocados. I have. Some people break them down. Some people cut them up. Green peppers, you could cut them up, or you could leave them whole. Yep. So you can freeze this stuff. So get out there, check these sales every week, y'all. I came out here to be an encouragement. Miss Fergus, because I see that there's so many things that people need and so many things people can't buy. I got my hat on. It's raining today out here. And when I started walking, it wasn't raining, but it's raining now. And I was trying to figure, yep, coupons do double. Some coupons, not all coupons. You have to read the coupon and then you have to find out the policies. But I'm going to be going more in depth in that so that you can take and go to the store and feed yourself and feed your kids. You can make it. The kids, what they going to do? They ain't got no job. So mom, dad, grandma, you know what? Leave those Doritos and potato chips behind. Start scratch cooking. Fill those bellies up. You know what I've been learning in the past month or 2 months now? Protein. If you could get protein, I'm not gonna talk about those yogurts. Yogurt, don't buy no yogurt. If you're gonna buy some yogurt, buy some Greek yogurt. Read the package. Get some Greek yogurt. Put some fruit in it for the kids, a little bit maybe of a sweetener like syrup. I'm not saying white grain sugar. White grain sugar, leave it alone. It's no good for you. Raw sugar, a little bit. You could use dates. You could grind it up, make a date paste. I'm gonna be doing some of these tutorials and stuff so you can see how to do some of this stuff because people don't know. I do a ton of stuff I didn't know. I was 35, 36 years old when God blessed me to meet the woman of God he did. And she taught me a whole ton of stuff I didn't know. Yep. So I guess, as I look back now, all the different things that the guy have been telling me to teach, and I'm like, teach what? I learned so much. But it helped me to be a better provider for my kids as far as, in the home and stuff, where there was nothing in the house but what I could get and stuff. That's back when stuff was 3 for a dollar, 4 for a dollar. It ain't that. One can of corn is a dollar, 29, 39, might be even almost $2 in some places. Leave them corner stores alone. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. See if you could get a ride. Bless somebody with a bag of grocery and say, hey, I bless you with a bag of grocery. Come on in. I'll get your stuff for you if you take me to the store. You got to make it work for you. I could get you a bag of chicken and stuff. Can you give me a ride? I could get you some potatoes. Use your resources to help one another. Don't kill each other. Help each other. You team up together. This is the day we going shopping. And then when the person come to take you to the grocery store to go shopping, don't take all day. Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful. Disrespectful could stay home. You go, you be respectful. They loading up the car with groceries. Don't get your butt in the car and you sitting up in the car and he or she trying to get the grocery in the car and you just sitting up in there with a bag open and some chips. No. You gotta make it work for you. Get up, move around, and help yourself. If they're going to the store, go ahead, I'll fill your gas tank up. God bless me. I'm gonna tell you, He blessed me with some blessings. Taking people to the store and they buy all my groceries, they come out with any and everything what you need first. No. You can't be selfish in this economy we living in. They about self. And I'm just not talking about no white folk. Talking about black folk too. Puerto Rican folk, I have been so blessed lately. The people you least expect have been the people who have been a blessing to me. I don't care what color they are. God see red, the blood of Jesus, baby. The blood of Jesus. So Miss Fern came out here to share a shopping tip with you and some more information because the way you're gonna make it is with knowledge. It ain't with your clothes. It ain't with your name brand nothing. It ain't. I'll show you how they put it together. And some of you buying in $4,000 and $5,000 pocketbooks, you need to knock it off because if I was to show you and tell you the law underneath that stuff and it is not original, it come right out of China. And there's a law that makes it, and they can say it comes from Italy, and it don't even come from Italy. That they wrote into a law that says if once they put the stamp on it, and as long as it's on their soil, it becomes authentic. When I found that out in the past 2 months ago, I said, okay, so they could sell. This is not the video. I'm gonna back up. This is Miss Fern from FML Diversify. I want you to be smart, become aware. Not prideful, not arrogant, but become aware of what you're doing, y'all. I'm just sitting across in the parking lot. It's raining. There's a store called Job Lot, and the truck is rolling in. I don't know if you can see it. See that? See that truck coming in here? Ocean State Job Lot. See it? One person or a family owns that. Why don't you put your name on the business? You could do it. And if I was to show you the paperwork on it, what they did to start that business? Yeah, they didn't, Miss Fern. Oh, yeah, they did. Because we've been lied to for so long. Satan don't care about you or me or nobody. See, but God has righteousness. And when we come up underneath righteousness, we could live how a lot of people want to live. I don't want to live in luxury like that because if I was to take you all the way back to the authentic work on it, you'd be like, oh no. There is so much. There's a beginning, y'all. But let's leave it right there today. Go shopping before the sale is over. Stock up. Plan those holidays. Just know before the holiday, within that week or 2, that's when the sales start. I'm gonna be going into some more and showing you how to shop. This is my story. But have a good one. It's gonna be Memorial Day. Please be safe out there. Stay alert, stay sober, stay conscious of what's going on. As my son and some other folks say, keep your head on a swivel. Love you guys. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye bye.